Alright guys, yo, what is up? XX Rapid Fire here with y'all once again. Today we're going to be continuing on at last with our Last of Us Part 2 stream. In our last stream, we had finally arrived at the Seattle Aquarium, but not to find Abby, however. Only to find a couple of her friends that had been separated from her for, I don't know how long now they've been away from her. Either way, we arrived there only to find a couple of her friends, Mel and Owen, her boyfriend Owen. And yeah, Ellie tried to pull a Joel, or a Tommy if you will, and tried to use both of them against one another, and kind of failed. Actually, it failed big time. And the number one reason why that was is because, for starters, if you remember right, when Joel and Tommy did that exact same interrogation technique, they had their captives tied to chairs, if you remember right. So yeah, A- for Ellie there, because she forgot to get both of them to. She forgot to tie them both up to chairs before pulling that interrogation technique. She tried doing it without them tied to chairs, which kind of went wrong in more ways than one. Because yeah, like I said, Joel did it with people tied to a chair. Tommy did it with people taped and tied to chairs. So there's not like they can make a critical error because the captives are tied down. They can't do shit. Well, in Ellie's case, she decides, well, I'm gonna go in half cocked, and not even bother to tie people down in chairs and just get right to the point and try to interrogate them. And it went very, like I said, it went very south for Ellie, as Owen tried to take control of the situation. And yeah, Ellie gave him a nice right hook to the face and then ended up shooting him. So that went down, downhill, obviously. But to make it worse it's not the fact that she got into a fight with her other friend Mel, but it's the fact of what she found out after she killed her. Because yeah, as she went over there to try to question Owen before he died, yeah, he gave her one last warning. They didn't really text it to phrase what it was supposed to say. It said audible, where as opposed to it was meant to say that he was telling her that that girl Mel was pregnant. And yeah, when she finds out, she almost has a heart attack, like, if you will, like she literally almost has like a panic attack or whatever. And that's where we kind of stopped. We went through that, and then we came to a scene where Ellie was getting up from laying with Dina or whatever after Tommy and Jesse arrived and found her and brought her back to the theater. Today, however, we're going to be doing chapter Infiltration. This one is the one we've been working our way up to. This is the moment Ellie and Abby have their face-to-face or their first face-to-face confrontation since Jackson, since she killed Joel. So shit's gonna really freaking heat up. Like, I can tell you that right now. Shit's really gonna get freaking on edge here, because this is the girl that has killed Joel. This is the girl that Ellie's been working for, left Jackson, and this is the girl that ultimately Ellie wants to kill. So this is going to be rather interesting. Abby's going to be showing up here at the theater because, and this is the thing, they're going to make us backtrack to that point, to the point up before Ellie starts killing Abby's friends. On Abby's side of the story, it's going to be building up to the point of her, making her way to the theater, pretty much. She's, and all the other stuff will be answered in between, like what she's been doing in the meantime while Ellie's been killing off her friends and shit. So yeah, let's go ahead and start this up. We're gonna get to this heated confrontation here, because this is gonna be one hell of a confrontation, I'll tell you that. All right, so let's continue Infiltration. Here we go. Now, it doesn't get right away to the confrontation. You have to actually trigger a part in this in this moment here where the event will happen. Like, it's not going to trigger by itself, unfortunately. But yeah, this is going to be nuts because, like I said, this is what the game's been building up to pretty much. It's been building up to the point to get Abby's attention, and now Ellie has gotten Abby's attention. So, yeah, she might have walked into something she may not be prepared for this time. Right now she's laying low, so she ain't anticipating the fact that Abby's going to show up unannounced and out of nowhere. Like, she isn't even aware of this. And I don't know how she wasn't. Like, if I just killed somebody's best friends, I would have definitely had some, like, at least had one person outside posted up to watch out for that individual to show up, And they should have been expecting that. That's the one thing that kind of pissed me off about this moment, is that they weren't even anticipating the fact that she was going to show up. Like, they didn't even think that she was going to come for them, and that was stupid. They should have at least had Jesse or Tommy posted up outside to make sure that she didn't, get a clean entrance on in, because in this moment she's going to just walk right in. She's going to pretty much walk right in the front door. Like, they're going to be freaking stupid enough to leave the freaking front door unguarded, and she's going to walk right in on them. Like, well, actually, she's going to walk in right on them, like, right about now, because right now Jesse's off doing something, and Tommy's in the front by the check-in desk, so she's going to sneak up on Tommy, and she's going to freaking take Tommy by surprise, and then she's going to, I guess, fire a shot from her gun, and that's going to signal Ellie and Jesse to come out or whatever, and yeah, we won't say too much from there, but that's about how much I will say that's going to go on here. All right, not much of anything in here because this is just going to be a cutscene moment here coming up, so. See, you can hear Tommy in the background.
Yo.
Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing, man? Right on time, man. We're about to have an encounter in here with Abby.
Couldn't sleep.
Come take a look at this. Thought is to head home via Ellensburg.
We're in Falls City by tomorrow. We're doing good. Hey. They got what they deserved.
But she gets to live.
Yeah. Is that okay?
It has to be.
What do you mean she gets to live? Like, they're walking away from it? Why the hell are they walking away from it?
I'm really not looking forward to going through Idaho again.
She was the one that killed Joel, after all.
What you should be worried about is what Maria's gonna do to you when we get home.
We've been through worse. However, I was passing through some ritzy section of town, come across this necklace. It sparkles a lot. I think it's real gold.
You think it's real gold?
It's real gold.
Let's see it.
I know what gold looks like.
If it's legit, can we say it's from all of us?
Ha! You find your own damn bribes.
You find your own damn bribes. Freaking Tommy.
How you doing?
Fine.
Ellie?
Fine.
Hey, you're lying, Ellie.
My friend's problems are my problems.
You're such a sap.
All right, how about, my friends can't get out of their own damn way?
It's better.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
All right, comes the big moment. boy. Oh, God.
Jesse, stand
Oh,
up.
fuck. She killed
Hands in the
Jesse.
air, I shoot this one too.
Oh,
Do
you
it,
bitch.
Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up, now.
Don't you fucking dare.
Shut the fuck up. Fuck. All right, stop. Stop.
Oh, shit. It just got real, guys.
Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon. Fuck.
No.
I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go. You killed my friends.
You killed Joel.
We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Alright, so that's going to be the confrontation. They're going to call it off for the moment or whatever to explore what's going on here with Abby.
Dad?
Yay, now we get to play with this freaking person. God, Naughty Dog. Ugh.
Dad!
You made this game into one big old mess, I tell you. No, we don't want to play with you. Oh my God. 4 years earlier. Fuck off! God.
Dad?
Now I gotta play as this freaking woman. Where can we freaking jump out of a tree and like break your legs, Abby, huh? Where exactly can we, where's a tree at? There's lots of trees over here. Please. Oh God, we can't even climb them. Come on, climb them up. Climb up there and jump off and break your legs. Do me a favor. My God, this girl's such a freaking buzzkill.
And I'm back where I started.
Yeah, and you're a buzzkill too, and so annoying. And God, I'm gonna have to put up with you this freaking half of the game. Oh my God. Oh boy, it's not gonna be fun at all.
Dad, come on!
Oh, shut up. I don't care.
Keep doing this.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. God, I hate you. You killed Jesse just a moment ago, you piece of shit. He didn't even get a chance to kill any of your people. He was just with Ellie, and you kill him. Oh, fuck. Alright, so yeah, you've seen that cutscene. Jesse got shot, so Jesse's obviously dead. She shot him, like, right in the face, pretty much. And now, Naughty Dog has been so gratefully kind and making us have to play as this dumb woman now.
Where are you?
Like, I want to play as Abby. Yeah, I want to play as the one character who freaking killed Joel over a stupid-ass reason. You know, considering the fact that her and her dad are tied in with the Fireflies and shit. And freaking... And now we got to play her story all the way through before we can even get back to the confrontation. Because they put the confrontation on pause until you deal with Abby's side of the story. Then we get to see the confrontation. But the game doesn't end there. Then after that, I think a year goes by after the confrontation, and Ellie still wants revenge against Abby, and she's going to go after her again, or whatever. Because the first encounter does not end so well. It actually leaves freaking Ellie, and, actually leaves just Ellie and Dina alive. Tommy is still somewhat alive, but he's crippled, and Jesse's dead, so it's pretty much turns to complete shit. The first confrontation does. Alright, where's the brick at? We need a brick. Because in order to get into this facility here, we gotta have a brick. Oh yeah, by the way, changing up between characters here changes out what weapons you're going to be using. Abby's going to be using a little bit different weapons compared to Ellie. Ellie's, how Ellie's got those like car collectibles she likes to collect. Yeah, Abby has her own hobby of collectibles she likes to collect, and those are like quarters, I guess, from different states or whatever. Which is actually a little bit more stupider than what Ellie collects, because at least Ellie can hold on to those forever and whatnot. Where with Abby's habit of collection, you know, she ain't gonna be able to use the money ever because in this world, money doesn't make it go around, unfortunately. Like just survival does. All right, so where's the stinking brick at? I thought I recalled there being a brick somewhere nearby. Okay, yeah, we know this door is going to be locked because we can't get through.
There.
We're aware of that. And then she's going to see the footprints there that he left behind.
How am I getting over this fence?
Well, if we could find a freaking brick, that would help. Oh wait, there is a here, isn't there? I think there is.
Whoa. Jeez.
Yeah, there's a bottle right in here. Okay, good. Couldn't remember exactly where it was. I thought it was either on the outside or in here. I just couldn't remember. All right. Now we need to go in here and break the window. Actually, I don't know why we left this area. The fuck. All right. So yeah, we'll just break this window right here. This will give us entry to get over the other side. Are you freaking kidding me? Wow. We just totally missed an up-close freaking shot with a bottle. What the fuck? Oh, God, that was horrible. That was horrible. All right, there we go. All right, that's exactly what we wanted. Oh, really? The bottle spawned right back in. Oh, that is a first. I've yet to see, like, a situation at the moment where the bottles have spawned back in. That is the first time they've done that. Because usually they don't spawn back in. So I guess they do that because those are the only two bottles you're going to have to use to break the window with, or whatever. Only two chances you have to break the window with, and since you could possibly miss if you're not aiming properly, I guess they just let them respawn back or whatever. All right, let's take a little walk around here in the woods, see if we can't find at least one of those quarters or whatever. But I think there's two of them. No, I think there's actually four of them in this area. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna have to get some Fireball at some point here during this part of the game because, like I said, this is just. I don't know why Naughty Dog would torture us this bad. I really don't get that. Like, I really don't understand. I know, you know, they've made some good games in the past, and they've made, you know, us play with some good characters. But now in this game, of all games, it had to be this game that they had to choose to make us play as the freaking the antagonist of the game. And, you know, I mean, it just depends on how good you write the antagonist. Like, depends on what if you make their story all the more convincing enough for people to want to like the character. But in this game particularly, they did not write the story good enough for Abby to make, you know, half of us, or even a decent amount of us hardcore fans of the game like this character. Like, some of these people that, you know, haven't touched the first game and have played the second game, they'd probably think differently. They'd probably think, okay, well, I see Abby as the innocent bystander in all this. But when you play the first game and you see why Joel did what he did to save Ellie, and then you come to this game and you see Abby kill Joel, you hate Abby. You have to hate Abby because Abby, you know, was involved with the Fireflies. When you, and that's another thing. In order to know, you know, that Abby and her dad are the bad people of the story, you have to know the Fireflies. You have to know what the Fireflies were doing in the first game and how ruthless they were being in the first game. And, you know, if you don't play the first game, you don't see how ruthless the Fireflies are, you won't see the reason why Abby is, you know, known as the villain of the story. And why her dad wasn't really a saint too much either. He was willing to sacrifice a child's life to save, you know, he was willing to throw away a 14-year-old girl's life to save the entire world, and, you know, he was doing it without a second thought or a second hesitation. So it was like he had no problem sacrificing a child's life to do it, like, which is, you know, kind of heartless in a way, you know. And then you gotta listen to the conversation between Marlene and her dad too. Like, you know, Marlene loved Ellie and did not want to have to sacrifice her for the sake of the world. And she even jumped on her dad's ship for calling her a petri, you know, for referring to her as a petri dish instead of referring to her as a human life, you know, living human. And that's where the whole point of why I think, you know, and why I feel Abby and her dad are the bad guys of the story, because of that reason. And the fact that they were, you know, and the fact that they're tied in with the Fireflies. So that's all the more reason, you know. And plus, they're giving her father protection and shit to help them. So obviously, like I said, they're the bad guys in it. Her father's like really the villain in it, if you think about it. And Abby's definitely the villain in it. Yes, Ellie was ready. Ellie was ready to sacrifice herself too. That's another thing too. Ellie was ready to sacrifice herself, but still, she doesn't get, you know, the audience, you know, the hardcore fans of this game and the audience have to understand why Joel did what he did. You know, like I said, dealing with all that shit. They traveled and went through so much. Like they freaking like dealt with they dealt with hunters, they dealt with infected, they dealt with cannibals, they dealt with they just dealt with all you know, just insane shit. So a lot of that's gonna bring, you know, cause something to happen, and it's gonna create a bond between them, and that's gonna make it to where Joel obviously didn't want to kill her, didn't want her, you know, to die. And the way he was looking at it is that the world was fucked up anyway. Like, there was just a lot of fucked up people, so there was no point in saving all the people that were... why the hell did I do that? Oh, my God. So, yeah, that's the reason why he just said screw the world and kept Ellie alive, because he felt like there was no one left to save, pretty much. And we were not moving this over here. We were moving this to get up on the top of the roof. Kind of losing myself while I'm explaining like how my opinion is on the game is.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, you know, he found out, you know, felt like the whole world was fucked up and that there was no one left alive that was really good in the world. So it's kind of why he said screw the world, you know, and kept Ellie alive. And didn't
Smooth, Abby.
And didn't you know, sacrifice her to come up with a cure. And Ellie says she knows the reason why she killed Joel. Well, she didn't really say entirely why she killed Joel. Like, I don't even think she even found out entirely why she killed Joel. She found out the death of her father, because she didn't say anything to that matter. She just said she knew why she killed Joel, and she told Jesse prior to that he had some falling out with some Fireflies. He didn't have no falling out with Fireflies. Okay, Firefly, he already hated the Fireflies. There was no falling out. Like, there was... you know, the only thing they had was a deal with you know, him smuggling Ellie to them, and then him getting some weapons. And he didn't have no falling out, because he didn't, you know, he wasn't in tight with them. He was just doing a job to get money. That's all he cared about. He didn't care about the Fireflies. The reason why you know, she killed Joel is because of the whole dad incident, and Ellie didn't even say that, and and she didn't even tell Jesse that. She didn't even tell Jesse the full story either of what's going on. So they wrote that part of the story all out of sorts. Like, they didn't even write properly, in my opinion. She should have brought up something about her dad, like Ellie should have.
You got a little mud on you there, sweetheart.
Like, here, let me pause this for example. Okay, see, because this wouldn't have made matters any better even if she brought it up or didn't bring it up. See, because this wasn't going to change her mind on what she was going to do, because Ellie had already killed her friends. So what she should have said was, I know why you killed Joel. You know, then something to the fact of, I heard what happened to your father, or I read what happened to your father, or, you know, or her finding out some information, or coming across some information that Joel had killed her father. And then that would have been a lot more reasonable. Then she would have been filling in the blank on more why she, you know, on how she found out that Joel, you know, on how she found out that why she was after Joel in the first place. But she didn't even talk about that. She didn't even say anything about that. She just said she knew why, but she didn't say it. So I don't know if she even knew why, to be honest. Like, I think she was just speculating right there.
You know, every time you run off like this, they give me shit about it.
Come on.
Believe it or not, they actually
Yeah,
care
her
about
father's
your
name is
safety.
Jerry, believe it or not.
These woods are safe.
Why they have to give him my name?
She's been hanging out.
Why does a character on this game have to betray my name?
She's due any day now. We'll just check on her, and then we'll head back. I promise.
Let's just make it quick.
See? I've got my little girl to keep me safe.
Alright, so give me one more, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab a drink here real quick at the men's room. We'll be right back here. Okay, here we go. Continuing on here.
How'd you know I
This
was here?
got awful part of the game.
Owen ratted me out, didn't he?
He did his job.
I swore him to secrecy.
Ugh.
How'd you get him to talk?
I asked.
Gotta have my freaking energy drink, baby. Freaking monster. Woo! Freaking got a kick to it, man. Freaking wake me up juice, man.
Should probably cut through the playground.
Not that I need to be woken up enough, because after seeing this character, I'm wide awake.
Hey, look what I found.
Oh, wow. 1978. Don't have that one in my collection.
You can keep it. If you promise not to pull anything like this again.
You got yourself a deal.
Why don't I believe you?
No reason I could think of. Come on, let's keep looking.
Dad.
Relax. You'll be back with Owen before you know it.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Just noticed you.
I don't want to hear about that.
More so.
Can't you just talk about something else?
Oh, God. How long have you known?
I'm your dad. I see things. Like the way you both try really, really hard not to look at each other when you're around me. You get all serious. It's very cute.
I can't handle this.
Well, then stop talking about it.
Well, that's because he's such an idiot.
I just like how he's extra nice to me now.
Blah, blah,
He gets
blah,
all
blah,
nervous
blah.
when he has to keep me in check.
So, you're taking advantage of him.
Oh my god.
Me? Never.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna be buying some Fireball tomorrow, man. I'm gonna need it. Be traumatized after all this shit.
Abs, look. Fresh tracks.
Yeah, the quicker we get on with this, the better.
Let's see if we can find anything else.
Wait, this is just your sneaky way of giving me a tracking lesson, isn't it?
I
The
would never.
hell? Is this like a playground or something?
Is it working?
Yeah, it's a slide.
Found you.
Yeah, but you cheated.
You do what you need to do to get it done.
Wow. You actually listen.
You have your moments of wisdom.
That's probably the only thing I really find funny. Probably the only thing I really
Dad,
find funny.
I found something.
Oh my god. She already gave birth.
Ew.
And look, 2 sets of tracks.
Dad?
It's her. Let's go.
That doesn't sound good.
No, she's in pain. Abs. Come on.
Dad, wait. What if they're infected around?
This area is clear.
You know they roam.
You brought your gun, right?
Of course.
Oh, shit. Abs.
Oh, yeah, Zebra's caught up here. And by barbed wire too. That's painful.
Gotta cut her loose. It's okay, calm down. Don't worry. I'm not gonna hurt you. It's okay. Damn it. It's really in there. Abs, come here. Here. I'm gonna hold her.
Okay.
Calm down, calm down. Calm down.
Doc, are you around here?
Over here, Owen. What? Hey, get over here and help me hold her. We need you back up. Owen! Hold her. Come on. All right. You got her tight? Yeah. All right. Get in there, Abs. Steady.
Yeah, that thing is freaking not too freaking big men around.
Holy fuck. Everybody's looking for you. We gotta... Hey, wait!
Dad! What's going on?
Come on.
Yeah, please push the story along, Jesus. I don't have enough patience to put up with this freaking crap.
We did good back there.
It's the only good thing to come out of this part of the story is that the
That
zebra
girl showed up.
got back
Look,
to its
one more lane
child.
keeps
That's the
talking
only
about.
thing I like about it. Otherwise,
We
other than
found
that,
her in
all
the
this
tunnels.
is just
She has
shit.
an old bite mark on her arm. No signs of infection. That can't be. They're already running tests on her, but you gotta get down there. Come on.
So this is basically what was going on in the first game, as Joel made it to the hospital.
There's no other option.
There has to be some other way.
There's no way to remove the specimen without destroying the host.
The host. She's a child, not some petri dish.
You think I don't...
Way to go, Marlene.
I'm aware of the situation.
And you're okay with killing her?
No, I'm okay with developing a vaccine that'll help save millions of lives. How many fireflies have died for less?
That was
In
their
other words,
choice.
you don't mind killing her.
Are you asking me? Or are you telling me this is how it's gonna be?
I am begging you to buy in.
And what if this was Abby?
Look, everything that we've been fighting for, all the sacrifices, all of the horrific... all of that is justified with this one act.
If this was your daughter, what would you do?
Abby,
I'll buy you some dinner.
thank you, sweetheart. Look, Marlene.
Do it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go tell Joel.
Why?
He traveled across the country with her. He has a right to know. Good luck with your surgery. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd want you to do the surgery.
I don't know whether to say that'd be a load of bullshit or what. Okay, so this is the events after Joel saved Ellie, obviously. There ain't gonna be anywhere to go but towards where her dad's dead now at this point. So let's go right in there right away because there ain't really anything to get anyway. Just gotta come in here and discover that her dad's dead.
Is he still in the fucking building? Abby.
No!
Abby, don't look.
Dad! Dad! No! No! Joel, get up.
Now we're going right back to where she kills
Fucking get
Joel. And you see this
Please
stupid
stop.
moment again.
Please don't shoot. Joel, please get up. No!
Mm,
No! No!
you bitch.
Burning hell, pendejo.
I'll fucking kill you.
Whoa, what are you doing? Manny.
Cleaning up.
No. We're here for him. That's it.
It's too risky to leave them alive.
Too fucking bad.
He's right. We can't have loose ends.
We killed them. We're no better than he was. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, look at my face.
Fuck your face. You should have been guarding the upstairs like I told you to. Move! Back up.
Calm down.
Or what? Back the fuck up!
Calm down!
Jordan! You shoot me?
Stop! We're done.
Well, you got one thing right. You guys are done. Alright, so now we gotta be going through the whole deal again, till day 1 to day 3 with Abby. Bleh.
Abby. Oh. Easy.
Oh, and this douche.
You okay, Abs?
Yeah, just...
What's up?
Been searching everywhere for you. We've been called up. Isaac wants us at the front.
What? Are you serious?
I'm afraid so. We should hustle.
Now, get a good look in this guy's
Leaving
face
now?
because you might recognize him.
Yes.
Like, in the face area anyway. If you notice and look hard enough in the face, that is actually the director, Neil Druckmann. He actually incorporated himself into the game as one of the freaking characters of the game.
Hey, thanks for
Can you
giving me
believe
the
that shit? The guy is...
Who was it this time?
The guy is
That
so
coach?
much about himself to the point to where he
Well,
is
chick.
willing to write himself
She's
into the game itself. Can you
Oh,
believe that
scientist.
shit? That is
Nice.
that is so freaking
She's a
like
little too
noob
excited about her job.
writing right there. That is
You're
such
off about
noob
some
writing.
storm and- I don't
To
know.
write yourself into
Worth
the
it,
own story just makes you an even bigger
I can
dick.
buy
I'm
happy
sorry to say that, but that is.
You should.
It reminds me of that episode on Supernatural where
I keep thinking the same
Chuck
thing.
writes himself
Yeah.
in the story, and Dean makes a comment on that, saying that how much of a more douchey move can you get, to write yourself into the story as well. I mean, and that's pretty much what Neil Druckmann has done here. He's taken the character of Manning, and he's pretty much Manning, pretty much. So it's gonna be fun when Manning gets killed, because in other words, that's gonna be like Neil Druckmann getting killed, but on the game. So yeah, I found that pretty hysterical in a way that Neil Druckmann here is going to get killed on his own game. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of Supernatural, especially the episode where they involve the director in it, where they go back in time or whatever, and they're playing themselves, but playing themselves. They're playing their characters on Supernatural, but they're playing themselves in real life too. And the director or whatever actually gets shot and killed on the show. Like he's approaching Raphael's henchman or whatever, thinking that he's like an extra or whatever, and he shoots him in the chest with a shotgun. It's fucking hilarious. And this is kind of like what this is going to be like when we get to that point where Manning's character dies. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to stop right here, guys. Oh man, this is going to suck ass. I'm going to have to play through Abby through half the rest of this game. Then we'll come back to the confrontation with Abby confronting Ellie at the theater. And then we'll go from there, and the story will still continue even after that. So yeah, we still got a little bit ways to go. We will be doing another part here, obviously, because like I said, I didn't want to just do one part today and leave it at that. I wanted to at least do 2, if not at least 3 parts here today to get further through this game. And I would have to say that by the time we get to the 3rd part of this, we should be halfway through Abby's, or a little over a quarter way through Abby's part of the story. But yeah, for now, we're going to go ahead and stop right here. We will see you guys here not too long from now. We'll be starting up another one, and catch you guys over there on that one. Otherwise, for now, this has been XX Rapid Fire, and we're done with this one, so we are out, y'all. Enjoy.